Alright bitches, get your fingers up. Psycho edition. Put a finger down if you've gone through your significant other's phone without them knowing. Put a finger down if you cried during arguments to try and win. Put a finger down if you've sat and gone through the likes and comments of your significant other's Insta. Put a finger down if you get kind of mad when they take longer than 10 minutes to reply to a message. Put a finger down if when they don't answer the phone the first time you then ring them another 50 times. Put a finger down if you've sent a video of you crying to someone to make them feel bad. Put a finger down if when you can't get hold of them you message their friends. Put a finger down if when they're out with their friends you instantly think they're cheating on you. Put a finger down if someone's blatantly told you they don't like you, but you've carried on trying. Put a finger down if you've set your ex's clothes on fire. Put a finger down if someone's called you a psycho. Put a finger down if you've ever got that mad in an argument that you've started laughing. The psycho laugh.
Fingers Down TV show edition. Put a finger down if you have seen Friends. Put a finger down if you have seen Stranger Things. Put a finger down if you have watched Game of Thrones. Put a finger down if you have seen You. Put a finger down if you have watched Orange is the New Black. Put a finger down if you have seen The Big Bang Theory. Put a finger down if you have ever watched Rick and Morty. Put a finger down if you have watched Riverdale. Put a finger down if you've seen Breaking Bad. And put a finger down if you have ever watched Black Mirror.
Put a finger down disappointment edition. Put a finger down if you've ever cut or dyed your hair without your parents knowing first. Put a finger down if you've ever tattooed yourself. Put a finger down if you've ever pierced yourself. Put a finger down if you've ever hit something with a car or crashed a car. Put a finger down if you've ever failed multiple classes at once. Put a finger down if you've ever been suspended or expelled. Put a finger down if you've ever skipped a whole day of school without your parents knowing. Put a finger down if you've ever had your parents know you were under the influence. Put a finger down if you've ever had your parents drug test you. Put a finger down if your friends' parents think of you as the bad influence.
Put a finger down relationship edition. Put a finger down if you've ever been in love. Put a finger down if you've ever been in a relationship that lasted more than 4 months. Put a finger down if you've been in more than 4 relationships. Put a finger down if you've ever asked someone out. Put a finger down if you have a promise ring or have ever been given one. Put a finger down if you've ever made a gift for your boyfriend or your girlfriend. Put a finger down if you've ever been on a vacation with your boyfriend or girlfriend. Put a finger down if you're in a relationship right now. Put a finger down if you have a touch bracelet or a love box. Put a finger down if you've ever introduced your parents to your boyfriend or your girlfriend.
Put a finger down, but innocent version. Put a finger down if you've never drank alcohol. Put a finger down if you've never done drugs. Put a finger down if you've never had a boyfriend. Put a finger down if you've never snuck out. Put a finger down if you've never failed a class. Put a finger down if you don't cuss. Put a finger down if you're waiting till marriage. Put a finger down if you've never stolen from a store. Put a finger down if you've never been to a high school party. Put a finger down if you've never hit a jewel. Put a finger down if you've never had a detention. Put a finger down if you've never caused a wreck. And put a finger down if you've never been in a fight.
Put a finger down, Harry Styles edition. Put a finger down if you've been here since One Direction. Put a finger down if you cried the first time you listened to Fine Line. Put a finger down if you bought Gucci Memoir just 'cause Harry's in the ads. Put a finger down if you remember the yellow swim shorts. Put a finger down if you're going to multiple Love on Tour dates. Put a finger down if you are or ever were a Larry shipper. Put a finger down if you spent way too much money on Fine Line merch. Put a finger down if the existence of Harry Styles has made your standards for men way too high. Put a finger down if you still know all the words to Don't Let Me Go. Put a finger down if you have at any point in time been jealous of a fish. Put a finger down if you've read all the fan fiction.
Put a finger down if you were born in the months May, December, or September. Put a finger down if your eyes are green or hazel. Put a finger down if you used to be scared of the dark. Put a finger down if you've ever broken a window. Put a finger up if you're going to be single for Valentine's Day. Put a finger down if you like bacon. Put a finger down if you've ever tripped in front of someone you like. Put a finger down if you've ever had braces. Put a finger down if you've ever gotten punched. Put a finger down if your head has accidentally hit a wall before. Put a finger down if you've ever sent a message to the wrong person. Put a finger down if you've ever fallen asleep in class. Put a finger down if you've ever been chased by a bird. Put a finger down if your ears are pierced. Put a finger down if you've ever cut your own hair. Put a finger down if you've ever knocked a painting off the walls. Put a finger down if you've ever fallen out of a chair in class. Put a finger down if you've ever accidentally hit yourself in the face. Put a finger down if you've never eaten a flower. Put a finger down if you've ever bitten someone. Put a finger down if you've ever faked being sick. And put a finger down if you're not following me.
Put a finger down if you've kissed over 5 people. Put a finger down if you've been pulled over while driving. Put a finger down if your body count is larger than 3. Put a finger down if you've ever stolen your friend's man. Put a finger down if you've ever farted in class. Put a finger down if you've ever shoplifted. Put a finger down if you've ever been in a physical fight. Put a finger down if you've ever been arrested. Put a finger down if you've ever caused a car crash. Put a finger down if you ever got caught vaping in the bathroom. Put a finger down if you've ever been fired from your job. Put a finger down if you've ever done drugs. Put a finger down if you've ever gotten a detention. Put a finger down if you have a tattoo. Put a finger down if you've ever been cheated on. Put a finger down if you've ever failed a class. Put a finger down if you have over 5 piercings. Put a finger down if you've ever snuck out.
Never have I ever dance edition. Put a finger down if you've gone to the bathroom just to skip a combination. Put a finger down if you ever played Clara. Put a finger down if you faked an injury. Put a finger down if you can never go on summer vacations because you always go to summer intensives. Put a finger down if you've had a toenail fall off. Put a finger down if you never get pedicures because you're embarrassed of your feet. Put a finger down if you own over 5 Yumikos. Put a finger down if you go through a pair of $100 point shoes every week. Put a finger down if you can't hang out with your friends ever because you have dance. Put a finger down if your mandatory stage makeup makes you look like a clown. Put a finger down if you didn't tell your parents about Parent Wash Day just so they wouldn't come. Put a finger down if the only thing you ask for Christmas is leotards and skirts. Put a finger down if you've ever placed at YGP. Put a finger down if you have body issues because you stare at yourself in a mirror for 15 hours a week.
Put a finger down, Psychopath Edition. Put a finger down if you've ever been to a funeral you haven't cried at. Put a finger down if you can watch videos of humans getting hurt but not animals. Put a finger down if you've imagined the way that you'll die more than once. Put a finger down if when a baby's crying in public all you can think is somebody shut that baby up. Put a finger down if you've ever fake cried for a picture or a video. Put a finger down if you take pictures or videos of yourself even when you are genuinely crying. Put a finger down if you cry or get super emotional when you're in the middle of an argument or fight. Put a finger down if you've used a lie to get away with something more than twice in your life. Put a finger down if you've ever had a random thought of blowing something up, hurting somebody, or just vandalizing something. Put a finger down if you've ever had a thought that would probably get your ass in jail if the police ever heard about it.
Put a finger down if you've kissed over 5 people. Put a finger down if you've been pulled over while driving. Put a finger down if your body count is larger than 3. Put a finger down if you've ever stolen your friend's man. Put a finger down if you've ever farted in class. Put a finger down if you've ever shoplifted. Put a finger down if you've ever been in a physical fight. Put a finger down if you've ever been arrested. Put a finger down if you've ever caused a car crash. Put a finger down if you ever got caught vaping in the bathroom. Put a finger down if you've ever been fired from your job. Put a finger down if you've ever done drugs. Put a finger down if you've ever gotten a detention. Put a finger down if you have a tattoo. Put a finger down if you've ever been cheated on. Put a finger down.
Put a finger down, Gross Girl Edition. Put a finger down if you've ever used someone else's toothbrush. Put a finger down if you've gone a week without showering. Put a finger down if you've ever farted in public and blamed it on someone else. Put a finger down if you've ever burped so hard you vomited. Put a finger down if your room's ever been so dirty you can't see your floor. Put a finger down if you've ever ate something out of the trash. Put a finger down if you pee in the shower. Put a finger down if you ever clogged the toilet at someone else's house. Put a finger down if you ever went somewhere without any underwear on. Put a finger down if you have food crumbs in your bed right now.
Never have I ever, college student / badass teenager edition. Never have I ever snuck out of the house. Never have I ever used a fake ID. Never have I ever faked being sober to my parents. Never have I ever stolen alcohol from my parents. Never have I ever run from the cops. Never have I ever snuck someone into my house. Never have I ever shoplifted. Never have I ever hooked up with someone over a 3 years age difference. Never have I ever gotten injured because of something I did under the influence. Never have I ever cheated in school. Never have I ever cheated in a relationship. Never have I ever come to school under the influence. Never have I ever driven without a license.
Put a finger down, Broken Hearts edition. Put a finger down if you've ever been in love. Put a finger down if you've ever had your heart broken. Put a finger down if you've ever broken up with somebody. Put a finger down if someone's ever broken up with you. Put a finger down if you still talk to one of your exes. Put a finger down if you're still friends with one of your exes. Put a finger down if you still care about one of your exes. Put a finger down if you still love one of your exes. Put a finger down if you would still go back to one of your exes. And put a finger down if you planned your future with one of your exes.
2019 edition. Put your finger down if you lost your best friend. Put your finger down if you found out who you were. Put your finger down if you became closer with a family member. Put your finger down if you fell out with most of your high school friends. Put your finger down if you went to a festival. Put your finger down if you lost your pet. Put your finger down if you dyed your hair a different color. Put your finger down if you had multiple mental breakdowns. Put your finger down if you cried over a guy. Put your finger down if you cried over your mental health. Put your finger down if you made awesome new friends. Put your finger down if you moved out. Put your finger down if you got a boyfriend or girlfriend. Put your finger down if you spent all your money on alcohol.
Never have I ever daddy issues edition. Put a finger down if you have trust issues. Put a finger down if you've ever thought about dropping out of school and becoming a stripper. Put a finger down if you only date crazy, abusive guys. Put a finger down if you only date older guys. Put a finger down if you can't go a week without having a new guy on your line. Put a finger down if you don't get along with your parents. Put a finger down if you're only attracted to people being rude to you. Put a finger down if you hate normal relationships and you could never be in one and you want to be single forever. Put a finger down if you can't take a compliment. And put a finger down if you constantly need validation that you're pretty.
Put a finger down, Aussie edition. Put a finger down if you've ever worn thongs or slides out to a fancy place. Put a finger down if you've ever put layers of sunscreen on but you still got burned. Put a finger down if you've nearly died from a dangerous animal. Put a finger down if you have barely any TikTok followers. Put a finger down if you've ever eaten a Bunnings snag. Put a finger down if you've ever worked at Macca's. Put a finger down if you've ever worn Crocs. Put a finger down if you used to be obsessed with High Five or The Wiggles as a kid. Put a finger down if you've ever burnt your feet walking on the road or on hot sand. Put a finger down if you've ever smoked a durry. Put a finger down if you haven't left your house for a whole day because it was just too hot. Put a finger down if you've ever cooked shrimp on the barbie. Put a finger down if you have ever lived through a cyclone. Put a finger down if you've ever...
Theater edition. Put a finger down if you've gotten the lead.
Put a finger down if you've been on crew or tech.
Put a finger down if you've ever gotten a callback.
Put a finger down if you've had a costume you hate.
Put a finger down if you've had a stage kiss.
Put a finger down if you've had a costume malfunction.
Put a finger down if you've missed a cue.
Put a finger down if you've forgotten a line.
Put a finger down if you've had a quick change.
Put a finger down if you've worn a wig.
Put a finger down if you've been cut from an audition.
Put a finger down if you've seen a Broadway show in New York.
Put a finger down if you stole a prop. Put a finger down if you cried at your closing performance.
Yes.
Put a finger down if you said, "Sorry, I can't, I have rehearsal." Put a finger down if you've had a showmance. Put a finger down if you've ever quit a show.
She wins.
I win.
Put a finger down, evil child edition. Put a finger down if you ever, at 3 years old, went into your mother's bedroom and set her bed on fire and then proceeded to wake her up and get into bed and say, "Mummy, fire, fire, fire." And then she wakes up going, "Ah!" And then your uncle comes out of nowhere and throws water on the bed and the fire's then put out and then your mum's crying because she thought she was going to burn alive. But then you say sorry because you have to say sorry. You then go to the kitchen, climb over the baby gate to get into the kitchen and make her a cold cup of coffee.
Put a finger down, school edition. Put a finger down if you told someone you didn't have a pen or pencil, but you did. Put a finger down if you told someone that you didn't have gum, but you did. Put a finger down if you told someone you didn't have the homework, but you did. Put a finger down if you told someone you didn't have your charger, but you did. Put a finger down if you cheated off someone without them knowing. Put a finger down if you had snacks but said you didn't because you didn't want to share. Put a finger down if you told someone you didn't have $1, but you did. Put a finger down if you had a crush on a teacher. Put a finger
down, psychopath edition. Put a finger down if you've ever been to a funeral you haven't cried at. Put a finger down if you can watch videos of humans getting hurt but not animals. Put a finger down if you've imagined the way that you'll die more than once. Put a finger down if when a baby's crying in public all you can think is somebody shut that baby up. Put a finger down if you've ever fake cried for a picture or a video. Put a finger down if you take pictures or videos of yourself even when you are genuinely crying. Put a finger down if you cry or get super emotional when you're in the middle of an argument or fight. Put a finger down if you've used a lie to get away with something more than twice in your life. Put a finger down if you've ever had a random thought of blowing something up, hurting somebody, or just vandalizing something. Put a finger down if you've ever had a thought that would probably get your ass in jail if the police ever heard about it.
Put a finger down, drunk/alcoholic edition. Put a finger down if you've ever been sick in a club or taxi. Put a finger down if you've ever pissed the bed. Put a finger down if you've woken up in someone else's bed unplanned. Put a finger down if you've ever blacked out. Put a finger down if you've been drunk in a club but you didn't buy yourself any drinks. Put a finger down if you've ended up in hospital. Put a finger down if you've fallen over in public. Put a finger down if you've been sick out of your nose. Put a finger down if you've lost your friends in the club and just chilled with strangers. Put a finger down if you've kissed an ugly person just because your friends told you to. And put a finger down if you've ever been spiked.
Put a finger down if your eyes are blue or brown. Put a finger down if your hair has gone longer than your shoulders before. Put a finger down if you failed a class. Put a finger down if you've gotten detention. Put a finger down if you have a poster in your room. Put a finger down if you still like stuffed animals. Put a finger down if your dog has died in the past 5 years. Put a finger down if you know somebody whose birthday is on a holiday. Put a finger down if you've ever snuck out. Put a finger down if you've ever given somebody else a piercing or tried. Put a finger down if you've ever walked out of class. Put a finger down if you've ever spit in somebody else's drink or food. Put a finger down if you've ever fallen off the side of your bed. Put a finger down if you've ever kissed on New Year's. Put a finger down if you've ever taken a bite out of a flower. Put a finger down if you've ever not taken your pills. Put a finger down if you've ever put in duct tape somewhere on your body. Put a finger down if you've ever slapped someone. And put a finger down if you're not following me.
Put a finger down, clown edition. Put a finger down if you've ever been rejected. Put a finger down if you've caught feelings for someone and they didn't like you back. Put a finger down if the person you liked your friend. Put a finger down if you've been left on red. Put a finger down if you kissed someone you didn't know. Put a finger down if you've got stood up on a date. Put a finger down if you've caught feelings for someone that doesn't live in your state.
Jill.
Put a finger down if you've ever been ghosted. Put a finger down if a guy's made you pay. Put a finger down if you've caught feelings for a TikTok boy that you know will never like you back.
Put a finger down, things we've all done but don't want to admit edition, part 4. Put a finger down if you've ever gotten the red marks on your legs from being on your phone on the toilet too long. Put a finger down if you've ever talked in a different accent just for fun. Put a finger down if you've ever talked to a baby or an animal in a high-pitched voice. Put a finger down if you've ever stopped the microwave at 1 second.
Put a finger down if you've ever talked to yourself. Put a finger down if you've ever gotten scared someone or something was going to grab your leg because it wasn't under the covers. Put a finger down if you've ever tried to move something with your mind thinking it would work. Put a finger down if you are scared of the dark. Put a finger down if you are scared when bees or wasps are flying around you. And lastly, put a finger down if you've prepared a whole conversation before it even happens.